Hello and welcome to the show. The game is very, very keen to get this race underway. I like the enthusiasm, GTA 5. If only your servers were as enthusiastic to work and get people connected. We're going racing with some more of these special stunt races, starting once again with the Rocket Voltic. Same rules as we had last time. We're not allowed to fire the boost before we get around turn 1, and I think we will actually have a turn 1 in this race. Yes, we will. It's probably not going to help the chaos, but we will get a turn 1, and then there'll probably be a big crash. Hopefully not caused by me this time. There's a lot of cars going out towards the fence, and someone's rolled it. It has taken us 14 seconds into this race, and someone's ended up upside down. And that's not even a record. That's nowhere near a record for us. I should have... I had an idea. There we go. Oh, no, I've done a little bit too much. A little bit too much. Oh, bugger. Okay, I had a good idea. Crap. Didn't realise where the course goes. Yeah, my idea of firing the boost when you're in the air can make up a heap of places if you get it right. Did not realise there was such a jump there on the landing. Oh, crap, we're actually on the streets of Los Santos here with Rocket Voltics. Oh, we're going to get the slipstream going again. Oh, crap, there was a car. I thought that was like an AI traffic car coming down there from the lane, but it wasn't. Oops, someone spun. We've ended up in the back of somebody. Oh, we've got a lot of boost again. Oh, this boosting and jumping malarkey is dangerous. I can't fire the boost. I'm not going to fire the boost now that we're coming to a relatively tight corner. There's another roller. Oh, it's a good FailRace video when more cars are rolling on screen. The more cars that roll, the better, basically. We're going to be a little bit careful through here. Oh, no, I fired this one wrong. Oh, bugger. Oh, bugger, 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 bugger. Oh, I thought I might save that. I didn't. We're going to have to reset. Damn it. I did actually have that boost just at the right point. I used as much boost as I could on the way up to the ramp, and then we had got it reset by the time we got into the air. Unfortunately, that accident ahead of us caused issues. Oh, there's not a crash barrier there, so we're all right. Oh, I mean, there's a lot of race to go. This is a very, very long race. Again, we're talking some 10 miles, I think, around here. Well, not quite 10 miles, but plenty of race to go, as we can see ahead of us. And I'm going to need it. I'm going to need all of it to try and make up, because I think I am second to last. I don't know what on earth is with these weird psychedelic tubes that... Well, hopefully YouTube... Oh, God, I can't even see where there are cars in here. Oh, am I going the right way? I really hope so, because I can't see a thing anymore. Oh, good God. Now, I have changed how I render videos out slightly. I messed around with some settings, and it should mean that those sort of things are less YouTube fuzzy vision, because YouTube processing hates that kind of thing. However, that's going to be a real test for it, because I don't know if it's going to like it or not. Well, these are not the greatest, I'll be honest. The issue with them is not so much from a driving point of view. The biggest issue is that you can't see if a car ahead has spun. If a car has spun out in those tubes, you don't see it, which is not very good. Oh, crap! I mean, I assisted a little bit there. What didn't help the orange car's case is that I nudged him a tiny bit sideways in the air, and then he fired the rocket, which then put him all sorts of out of shape. Well, we're in... there's not a car there. I don't think there was a car there. If there was, we kind of just drove through it. That was weird. We're in, I think, 5th place. We might have made up a position in all of that. Good God. Now, angle the car down, fire the rocket, make some time, perhaps, on the leaders. That's not handbrake. I was trying to flat spin the car, and it didn't work because I was using... I think my controls, perhaps for PC, are slightly different to the ones on Xbox for whatever reason. Because I always go for left bumper as... Oh, crap. I ran up that corner a little bit more than I expected. I always grab for left bumper as handbrake, and it isn't on my Xbox version, so that's something for me to try and remember for future reference. We don't need to worry about it now, though, because we have actually got quite a nice landing down there. This is a good battle we're having here over 5th place as we shoot out onto the more technical part of the course. Yeah, we have to worry about some brakes here. Might be about the first time I've used the brakes in this car. Oh, piss. I love how I was sure the car ahead of me there was going off, and he managed to bounce and recover it, and I bounced and got it stuck. Oh, no, we're just pinballing it now. It's all gone wrong again for me. I was hastily trying to make up time by firing the rockets around these tight corners, and that's never a good idea. Well, there has got any chance of us getting a good finish here, I am afraid, because that is the finish line right there. It was going ever so well up until that moment. Trying to push too hard. Yeah. Crap. As a shame. I'm not sure I'm a huge fan of the psychedelic crazy tubes. If there is a spun car in there, you just don't see it. That's a bit of a lag fest going on. Just throw the car at the airport, why not? Yeah, psychedelic crazy tubes, too difficult to see if there is a car spun and stricken across the road and might be horrible to YouTube compression. We will wait to see on that front. But yeah, stricken cars, not a good place. But, well, we can only improve, really. Fingers crossed. For next race, maybe. So, up next, we have got the Blazer Aqua. Now, in our previous video with these special stunt races, these were the most exciting. They're not perhaps the most different form of racing, and neither are they the fastest. In fact, when they're on land, they're not particularly quick at all. However, they did prove for some very exciting racing. This, I think it's called Beach Party, this race. We're going to see how they might fare here. Don't really know at all what to expect. Still not really sure what to expect from these races, but here we go. As we race our way out of... there's a little bit of bumping going on at this stage. Now, I don't know whether it's going to be advantageous to go for these jumps or not, because you get airtime, but when you're in the air, well, these things are powering forward. However, there is a boost beforehand, so maybe, just maybe, there is a little bit of speed to be got. In the end, it did actually look like it kind of cancelled itself out pretty evenly. There's a bit of a bump going on there. There's a few people going to get, I think, run over around here. I have to say, I do love GTA 5 water physics. It is really, really well done. It's not very often used, but it is actually... Oops, someone's... That is an evil place to have a telephone pole right there. Yeah, it's not used a huge amount, but it is really cool. So it's nice when we have decent water physics, and it's nice to be able to actually use it. Admittedly, that's only for a small section of this race. I don't know how much it might get used for. Bugger, I'm getting slipstreamed, and there is nothing going for me at this moment in time. There we go, there's a little bit. There's just a whiff of a slipstream. Someone had an issue with the bench. 2 people had issues with benches. We're up into second place. These are apparently the vehicles for me when it comes to racing, because we are going to take the lead. I don't think we saw the lead in the Rocket Voltics at all. I don't think at any point did we see the lead with the Rocket Voltics. However, we have seen the lead with these vehicles. Off we go into the water. Again, trying to... Oh, there was a great aerial over. In fact, we got aerial overtaken by 2 cars as they got slipstream. I say 2 cars, 2 quad skis, as they got slipstream, and well, we were not getting any of it. Oh, we've got more of the fun psychedelic tubes to be driving into. We've got a really, really good exit into here, actually. Got lots and lots of speed. Got the change to our wheels correctly, and then we got bopped and somehow recovered. These things have got mighty anti-spin technology. I don't know what it is about them, but they do not go round easily whatsoever, which is good for GTA 5 racing. Very good for GTA 5 racing. This is a... These tubes are strange. I'm not a fan particularly so far. But this race doesn't really make a blind bit of difference. They're just there for visual effect, I think. We're going to eat somebody. Nom nom nom. That's, well, that's something. I really do think this whole pulling back on the stick is playing dividends in terms of speed. Oh, crap. I didn't realise. I thought we had to go up there. I thought there was a checkpoint inside the tube. That is my complete and utter stupid there. That might have cost us the potential for a... I don't really know how... Again, don't know how long this race is going to go on for. I think we might still have time to recover it, because I think this might go up all the way to the north of the map. I should have checked on the little sort of track map beforehand. But, well, there we go. Yeah, that's a silly mistake by me. I don't know why I thought the checkpoint was in that tube, but I did. We've got a little bit of a breakaway going on at the front as well, and that's never a good thing. We've got to try and chase them down. Again, I've got such overspeed coming through this water section, although now we're onto tarmac. I can't use... It's not really a glitch, it's just sort of knowing the physics of the game, knowing how we can get some speed in a jet ski. Oh, that was a little bit... I wasn't meaning to come back across quite so close to the... to the vehicle there. Oh god, there's some speed behind us. It might just be slipstream that actually is working on these. It's very hard to tell if it is. I'm hoping the leader is going to start feeling the full force of catch-up at some point, but it doesn't seem to be happening here as we now bounce our way onto sand. I've lost all of my momentum and all of my places as well. God damn it, we've still got, oh god, we've got another 2 behind us. I'm going to start picking up some slipstream though, which is nice. Come on, I need some more slipstream. Oh, big takeout. That was a slipstream takeout if ever I saw one. Just vehicles getting sudden speed boosts that they don't really know what to do with. Oh, the leader's got no speed and the leader's screwed me over completely. Oh, it was going so well. It was going so well. I mean, there might be a little bit more race to go, but I don't think there's that much. And there was just a slow orange quad ski in the middle of the road with 4 of us bearing down on him, and it just happened to be that I was the one in the unfortunate place. In fact, this is the finish line right up here. Of course it is. Of course it is. Well, there we go. It happens, unfortunately, in racing, whether it be on water or whether it be on land. It's still like a relatively close finish with this whole group of vehicles. But, yeah, I mean, at the end of the orange quad ski got screwed over more than I did in that by 1 place. I think he finished behind me in the end. God damn it. That was going to look like a fantastic fight for the finish that I just missed out on. In the end, how close was it at the front? Just over a second. Yeah, these quad skis are really very, very good racing. They really do make for, apart from this poor sod that's managed to spin on the landing, they make for some really exciting racing, which is nice to see. Yeah, not quite got the crazy antics of some of the other special vehicles, but you do tend to get some very close action. And to finish off for today, we have got the Ruiner 2000. We are going for a lap race with these cars. Hopefully, I can do, well, 1 position better than we achieved with the last race in the Ruiner, because I was second and only by a very, very small margin. We've got to get the jumps right, parachute use right, and yeah, we've got a relatively, in fact, we've been relatively spoilt in terms of starting positions for these races, although grid spots on GTA 5 races are a little bit academic in many ways. I'm not sure going for a jump immediately is the way to go there. Oh, we've got a lot of overspeed without there being, I guess perhaps because we're doing a loop. Oh, this is not good. This is not good at all. Oh, no, no. Oh, piss. That's us done for. Well, that's game over. It's nice knowing you guys. That bump, that small bump between me and the car that I wasn't getting slipstream on. In fact, a load of us have been utterly screwed over by this. Now, I'm going to be honest, this is not the cleverest of designs because, you know, let's face it, we're going to be having cars launching, going up this hill. Which means, you know, it's the start of a race, everyone's going to be close together. You can't see half the time because the GTA 5 camera isn't great when it comes to these, and you're asking us to try and navigate that where 1 small bump will absolutely kill your momentum and kill any chance of making it up a hill. That's just not good track design in my opinion. It's probably much better when you've got a flying run up to it. You've got a flying start to the lap. That's fine, but yeah. Now we are going through Tron a little bit. Down here we've got another psychedelic tunnel to try and avoid cars crashing on. Well, we're not in last. We're not in last place. That's the positive in all of this. And we have got 2 laps to try and make up some positions, which is eminently doable, let's face it. We're going to try and avoid using the parachute unless we really have to, and we are going to have to on this one, because I don't really know how far away. It's very difficult to judge these sort of distances. I'm trying to kind of nose the car down, get some speed with the parachute, but make sure that we do make the platform. There's nothing worse than missing the platform. That really would ruin your day. Alright, cut the parachute there. I think we made up some ground. Of course, the catch-up is going to be very kind to me in this one because we are so far back. Might mean I can work my way towards the front. I think victory is rather out of the question unless there is a big accident. Unless there is a big accident, a big kerfuffle, a roadblock and so on. Can happen on these stunt races with the tubes and so on. Or if there's just a really difficult section, cars can go a bit amiss. We've got someone slipstreaming behind us. I could really do with a thank you for pulling out. That was really pushing my luck across that jump. Oh, no, 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 no. You can recover it. Yes, we can. We have recovered it. That's not... It's not the smoothest of landings there from us. Oh, Christ, that's... I was not ready for that. I'm going to be honest. If I'd thought about it, I'm sure we could have used the boost. Oh! Oh, for God's sake. God, just roll over! You're an incredibly high-tech car. Why can you not get back on your wheels? That is the world's most solid parachute. Like, that is ridiculous. To land... Like, if you drop a car on a parachute, the parachute is going down. The car wins that fight. There is no doubt about that. So, I don't know how on earth that caused me so many issues. I was expecting it just to sort of cancel out the parachute of the car that I was landing on. I don't know why he was still parachuting, because he was well over the course, but there we go. Right, are we going to be able to make this jump here without the need for a parachute? No, we're not. I was trying to kind of sort my car out from that flat spin, and we got it sorted, and then I realised just how far the distance was to go before we get onto the platform. Now, we're going to try and cut the parachute here. We've still got forward momentum, so that's fine. We will make it onto the platform. A little bit of a rough landing, however, GTA 5 cars are made of incredibly tough stuff, so that the suspension will survive that sort of drop. Well, I am... Oh, that's an interesting loop. That is a hell of a loop to be watching. I've been meaning to put on the bloody thing for a thumbnail image at some point, and I have just remembered now, after all of these races. It's kind of the way it goes. And there's nobody around either to even make a half-decently interesting thumbnail, but there we have it. We're just going to kind of try and keep it straight around here. No, we haven't moved up a place, of course, because we're going around loops and so on. It doesn't update itself straight away. I have a lap. We have a lap. How far... Oh, no, we have made up a place. Someone must have crashed on the loop. How far can we make it up through the order here with a lap left in this race that has been apparently the worst of luck for me? It's just been the worst, basically. Again, sometimes it happens in racing, and it does seem to happen to me quite bloody regularly. Well, we can see some cars. We can see some cars. I might have made up another position, actually, in all of that. Yeah, someone's made a mistake along the way. I don't know whether... They probably bumped into that wall, jumped too soon or too late. But I think most likely where you'll make a mistake at that part of the track as we, again, enter into Tron. Be careful of the landings. These do not have a smooth surface. Well, I mean, that basically just about finishes off this race for me. These do not have a smooth landing, do they? I'm just kind of looking... Again, it's very difficult to see because they're, well, brightly lit and crazy colours and so on. But I think they're kind of more hexagons or octagons or whatever than they are actual tubes, which means that if you are very unlucky, which I am, you hit them and then you just kind of spin around on the landing. Can we make up some positions here? I mean, there is a crossover point coming up that we might end up hitting through half of the leaders. They're not going to have a particularly fun time in all of this. It looks like there is a great race going on at the front, and I'm really annoyed that I'm not a part of that race. I guess we could have a good race for 14th place, possibly. That's what we're going for here. A good race for a very laggy potential 13th. That's what this has come down to for me. In fact, there's going to be an aerial overtake ahead. We've got to join in the fun. Join in the fun. That was a slipstream-assisted aerial overtake. That is the most exciting thing, apart from the absurdly strong parachute that has happened in this entire video. Yeah, these tubes are not good for landing in. Not in a car like this. Oh, bugger. God damn it. If you could get that jump right, if you remember that jump, you are going to get a huge amount of time. Right, nosedive down again. Almost did the same silly mistake on a car ahead, although he's a bit too far ahead for me to really be able to achieve anything. I need mega catch-up now. All of the catch-up to affect cars ahead of me, because otherwise we are going to be languishing down the order. Somebody's in trouble. Did we spin or lag? I don't really know. We might actually somehow sneak our way into a top 10. We have got one car chasing us down here, which I need to try and defend from, but there's not a huge amount you could really do here. He's got a lot of slipstream going on there. Right, so parachute and probably twist it when we are parachuting is easier. Let's cancel all of that. Then we can kind of go for a nosedive. I'm not sure this has been a particularly good... I mean, the yellow car is a lot lower than us on the ground, or I say on the ground, towards the thing. However, I can cut the parachute a lot earlier, like here, for example. So, don't tell me we're going to land on another car. Oh! What a landing that one was to keep hold of our position. We're going to try and make it difficult for her to slipstream behind us, because I'm not giving up this 9th place. I'm sorry, we are not giving up 9th place here. We have had a terrible, terrible race, and if we could get a 9th, then I would be a little bit vindicated in all of it. Just a little bit, a smidge, not really fully, but I would like to be able to hold on to this position as we run around the loop. The yellow car, I think, is too far back to get it. We will claim a 9th. After all of that, there was an aerial overtake, there was an indestructible parachute, and some shenanigans around the place for a pretty good ending, even if I would have liked it to have been for the higher up position. Did look like a fantastic race at the front. I think we're going for some cheeky tactics right there. I'm not sure. It might have worked if we hadn't ended the race. I don't know if there's checkpoints around the top of the course. Yeah, these races are interesting. They make you think about using the cars in different ways, which I guess is the whole point of having these special vehicles available, which, does give some really interesting ideas. I really look forward to these cars being in the creator, because there is a lot of potential for all sorts of, not just racing, but challenges and so on, which I, very, very much look forward to. This race is pretty good fun. Can get quite irritating at times if the luck isn't going your way, definitely. However, that is going to be it from me. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, goodbye.